people this day and age are stuck inside all day long in front of our phones, our computer screens, TVs, which is emitting a lot of blue light. Blue light's a very stimulating wavelength. It keeps us up, it keeps us stressed, it keeps us wired. Red and near infrared light are on the opposite side of the spectrum than blue light, and it helps calm the body. That's why it promotes sleep, relaxation, and healing. Imagine a world where everybody is waking up and getting that healthy dose of light. Their day starts better, their mood starts better, they start to make better decisions, and life starts to align.
It takes energy, it takes courage, it takes commitment, a hunger to live life at another level, a life of true fulfillment. Welcome to the Extraordinary Living Podcast, where Jackie Senatori interviews leading experts from around the world, extracting their wisdom, giving you the tools, tips, and tricks on how to go from ordinary to extraordinary. Get ready to start living a healthier and more empowered life. Here she is, your host, Jackie Senatori.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on another episode of the Extraordinary Living Podcast. Today I have a really special guest. One of my favorite health hacks and health little gadgets that I love to use on a daily basis is something called red light therapy. I was introduced at red light therapy at a wellness studio that I was at here in upstate New York. And it soon became like a little gem that everybody, once you experience this, it was sort of like finding something that made you feel really good. And the bonus is it made you feel really good in a short amount of time. So I then went to go study red light therapy and find something that I could actually have in my home that I could use on a daily basis. And the more I looked into it, the more I realized that it could not only just help me, but it could help my family. It's safe for pets, and it really just helps accelerate healing in the body. So that led me to my Vital red light lamp that I purchased and soon became friends with Jake Kreuz, who is the founder and CEO of Vital Red Light, which develops light therapy products for human health optimization. At Vital Red Light, Jake and his team are bringing innovative products to the market that are at the intersection of traditional medical technologies and preventative consumer-driven health solutions. So prior to founding Vital Red Light, Jake was an investment banker where he focused on the biotechnology and medical technology sectors. Jake received a finance degree from the University of Arizona, where he was a top-ranked NCAA Division I golfer. So cool. So happy to have him join us here today on the show. Welcome, Jake.
Awesome, Jackie. Thanks so much for having me. And it's been a real pleasure getting to know you over the last couple of months.
Yes, it is. It's such a pleasure. And I'm so glad we finally organized it to work it out. But it worked out perfectly because it gave me more time to experience the device and use the light. I sort of reached out to you right away when I saw certain things that it could do. But now that I've had longevity with it and just been using it on a daily basis, it became sort of like you get an injury, where's the red light? So it's become sort of like a running joke in the house.
Oh, that's so amazing. I'm happy to hear that. Exactly. Intuitively, shining a light on your body, it feels good. And a lot of our customers are excited to know that it's actually producing a wide range of health benefits for your body. So, kind of using it on everything is a great experiment.
Yeah. So before we get into the benefits, because that's something that people all around, once they hear about it or see me using it, they'll ask, what is it going to do? So before we get into that, I just want to ask you quickly, what made you go down this path or discover red light therapy? What brought you to get into the health and wellness and create this product?
Totally. That's a great question. And my background is I was a golfer trying to go professional when I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. And that was very debilitating for me. And Jackie, I know you're well aware of the way Lyme disease affects the body. And for me, I had severe fatigue. And when you have Lyme disease, you're on a high dose of antibiotics, so you're not allowed to go in the sun. So one of the things I was able to do was use red light therapy in a clinical setting, which gave me a boost of energy. And that was kind of the one thing that helped me throughout. I kind of forgot about it after I had Lyme disease and began my career as an investment banker focusing on medical devices and biotechnology. And I came across two various companies who were using red light therapy in different clinical settings. And these were clinical settings that were administered by the FDA. So understanding that there was some real science and validity behind light therapy, I started to do some research myself and saw a real promising gap in the market and a whole wide consumer base that were very, very underserved. We created Vital Red Light a year ago now, and it's really our mission to help our customers educate themselves as to why they need natural light in their life. And we make devices that are affordable and very, very effective. And we're building a real community around sort of our light therapy movement.
It's an amazing mission. And absolutely, I'm with you on that. And that's how we connected when I found out, something drew me, as I've told you, to your company, because there's a wide range of red light companies. And it's like people are, how do you choose? What makes one different than the other? The price ranges can really range. But there was something about your red light and company that, okay, this is the one. And then when I ended up talking to you and knowing the backstory was Lyme disease, of course, I think when someone experiences their body going out of control like that, and it's a disease, unfortunately it's getting better, but it's a disease that there isn't a lot of help. There isn't a lot of straightforward, not outside the box healing for it. So with that being said, I want to know, we can just jump right in for everyone listening. What is a red light device? What I hear often is, why should I use it? What's it going to do for me?
Exactly. Those are all good questions. And we get these absolutely every day. And red light therapy is actually two specific wavelengths of light. It's red light and near infrared light. And both of these wavelengths have been clinically proven to have an effect in your cells and in the body to produce a wide range of health benefits. The red and the near infrared light are two wavelengths naturally emitted by the sun. So think about this. People this day and age are stuck inside all day long in front of our phones, our computer screens, TVs, which is emitting a lot of blue light. Blue light's a very stimulating wavelength. It keeps us up. It keeps us stressed. It keeps us wired. Red and near infrared light are on the opposite side of the spectrum than blue light, and it helps calm the body. That's why it promotes sleep, relaxation, and healing. So in targeted doses, we take two wavelengths naturally emitted by the sun, and we give them to people in the comfort of their own home. So if they're not able to go outside, if they live in New York, like yourself, in the winter, they get a healthy dose of natural light on an everyday basis. And that's our message. And our message is that light is fundamentally energy. And when you're absorbing light energy, your body begins to change and heal itself.
Is that why it makes you feel so good? Is because it's energizing some part of your body? It just makes you feel, I don't want to say happy, but it's almost like it's just, it's like when a sunny day and all of a sudden you just feel really good. You can feel everybody feels really good. It's almost like your thoughts just become more positive, if that makes sense. It's doing this short amount of time of 10 minutes or 20 minutes just really impacts the way that you feel.
Exactly. It is exactly comparable to going outside and standing in the sun for 4 or 5 hours. Except most people aren't able to do that on a daily basis. So imagine a world where everybody is waking up and getting that healthy dose of light. Their day starts better. Their mood starts better. They start to make better decisions, and their really life starts to align. And, fundamentally, we think people are inside too much. And like I said earlier, not getting enough natural light. So that's our mission behind Vital Red Light.
So you have different devices and they have two different lights from what I just heard you say. One is a red light and then one is the NIR, the near infrared light.
Red and near infrared light are very similar wavelengths. The key difference is that near infrared enters the body further. So when you're using near infrared, you're getting that bone exposure. It can penetrate through your bones into your brain, and it's for very deep inside the body healing. Red light can penetrate a bit shorter than near infrared, and it helps with all sorts of cosmetic skin problems. It helps with inflammation. It produces increased blood flow. But for the handheld device, the red light is perfect for a lot of our customer needs right now when they're traveling, when they're on the go, when they need that really bright, shining, rejuvenative effect of red light. Near infrared light, on the other hand, is invisible to the human eye. So having a handheld device with just NIR wouldn't make much sense because people aren't experiencing the same brightness as they would with the normal handheld device. So look for our brand new red and near infrared handheld device sometime within the next 6 months. Right now, we are offering 3 different products. Our anticipation is to have a whole suite of new products over the next 12 months that are integrating all sorts of different kinds of light therapy to help our customers heal and make it accessible and easy for them to use.
It's exciting because it's something that's easy and something that you can do at home and something that you can experience the benefit from right away. I have a neighbor that has a swollen knee and is said to need a knee replacement and can't sleep. And not that she was associating not sleeping with the knee. She just thought she couldn't sleep. So she's like, oh, hey, I'll try it. She tried the red light. She did it for 10 minutes. I said, you can just wait a couple hours and do it again just because it's like your knee. And from what you shared with me, you can do something at a more dense area like that again. So she did 2 treatments of it. She walked to my house and like, here's my credit card, whatever that is, order that. I slept all night long. She's like, I need that in my life.
That is amazing to hear. And, the one really interesting thing about light therapy is it has a non-local effect. This means that if you shine it on somewhere like your knee, your full body is benefiting. And I would hypothesize one of the main reasons she wasn't sleeping was a knee injury makes you debilitated, obviously. So I'm sure she wasn't getting outside, wasn't moving around, wasn't getting that natural light. And natural light is one of the integral components of a good night's sleep because it controls our hormones, it controls our cortisol levels, it controls our melatonin levels. And having the right light diet, per se, really helps optimize sleep during the night and energy during the day.
So would you recommend with sleep that someone, when they're listening to this, let's say they go on your website and they purchase one of the lamps, is it best to do it in the morning? Is it best to do it in the evening? And if you do it in the evening, let's say before you're going to wind down to go to bed, does it help you sleep? Does it keep you up? What is like the best ideal practice?
So we have a couple of thoughts on this, and I'll get into them both. But the first one for sleep is we recommend using a light therapy device around sunset. At sunset, the sun is naturally emitting red and near infrared light at the highest amount during any part of the day. So that is telling your body it's time to wind down, relax, and go to sleep. So if you can sync your light therapy exposure during a sunrise or sunset period, that is absolutely ideal. Some people are a bit sensitive to shining the light directly in their face because it could be bothersome to some for their eyes, but we do provide eyeglasses and eye goggles so that you're able to enjoy the treatments in comfort. In the morning is another great time to use red light for sleep. And this is a very interesting one and something that I've researched extensively and asked many of our clinical advisory board all about. And that is when you wake up and the first thing that you do is get that natural light exposure, it's telling your body it's time to wake up. A lot of people don't have a cue for when they wake up. So they just roll out of bed, hop on their phone, do something, and their body doesn't know it should be up. Back in all of human history, humans would rise and sleep with the sun. So light is a trigger to tell your body that, hey, it's time to wake up. So your body naturally starts producing cortisol in the morning, and in small amounts, cortisol, known as a stress hormone, is actually very beneficial to you because it gives you the kick, it gives you the boost, it wakes you up. So using it in the morning actually boosts your mood, helps give you energy throughout the day. In addition to all those wonderful skin benefits, I've so many women and men alike telling me that they get compliments all the time about how their skin and their face is glowing after they're using red light therapy in the morning. And the effects of using it in the morning will last you throughout the entire day.
It's so true. I would see someone before a red light treatment come in and it's like they can look tired and you don't even realize they look tired or kind of withdrawn until they do a red light session and then they leave. And it's just like there's this there's this blood flow to their face, or there's this vibrancy that comes off of them after using it. So I totally see that. And I love to use it in the morning. That's my go-to for my skin. Ages of like anti-aging, whatever it's doing, it just it sets my day. It's sort of like after you work out, when you feel that good amount of energy going through your system. I get that just from 10 minutes of doing the light. It's like I set my day and I'm ready to go. So it's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we want to help people increase their energy levels and vitality. The name of the company, Vital Red Light. And, you know, light is giving people so much energy to go about their days and be a more effective person in the world. And, fundamentally, we think if people are starting their day with a light therapy treatment, the whole day gets a whole lot easier.
It does. You're setting yourself up for success. You mentioned eyewear. Do you have to wear that eyewear, or can people just close their eyes? Can it harm their eyes? If someone asks before using this, can it do anything bad to me? Can it harm me? Just those kinds of questions. What are your thoughts?
So we have a bunch of thoughts on eyewear. We provide the eyewear with the devices that produce near infrared light. Near infrared light in high doses has the potential to harm the eyes over a very long period of time. That said, a lot of people are very comfortable with just closing their eyes in front of the device. So whenever near infrared light is on, we recommend customers wear the eyewear. Red light, on the other hand, is actually very beneficial in eye health. And there are numerous clinical studies going on right now showing that red light therapy is helping older patients fight against wet AMD, which is macular degeneration. Your retina is getting weaker over time when we age. It's a mitochondrial disease. And we know that red light affects the mitochondria in many, many ways. So shining deep red into the eye is actually help regenerate some of that vital eye tissue. However, we always recommend every one of our customers to consult with a medical professional before administering or messing around with any sort of eye treatment. So we'll always tell people to err on the side of caution and listen closely to your body. But red light therapy is very safe. It's very well tolerated. But like anything, people should have caution, use caution, and go into treatment sessions, listening to their body and building up a regular practice over time.
Yeah, and there's 2 buttons on the back of the device, so you can turn on each of those lights. You can just do red light, or you can just do the near infrared one.
Exactly.
So who can use this device? Can anyone use it? What age? Animals? What is the recommendation for everyone listening of who in their family can use this or benefit from it?
So first and foremost, anybody can benefit if they're not getting enough natural sunlight. If you're not outside for a couple hours each day, you would benefit from a light therapy device because, like food and water, light is very integral to health and well-being. So people use it as part of their morning routine. If you have a meditation practice, if you have a journaling practice, flipping on the light for 10 minutes will give you all sorts of health benefits. A lot of our customers seek us out for specific treatment. In the beauty, anti-aging, and skin world, red light therapy is very, very big because we know it helps regenerate collagen. And collagen is the building block of beautiful, youthful looking skin. We have professional athletes using red and near infrared light therapy products for increased muscle recovery after they work out. People are using it for sleep. People are using it for hair regrowth. It's all of these sort of different indications because the core hypothesis behind why red light therapy actually works, it's because it helps regenerate mitochondria. And we know that mitochondria, there are 20 to 50 of them within every cell in your body. Hair loss, wrinkles are caused by mitochondria dysregulation. So red light therapy is actually really solving the root cause of most of these issues. That's why people are like, how does it do so much? Well, every cell in your body is built the same way. And most disease is caused by a mitochondrial dysfunction. So red light therapy is actually helping solve the root cause of a lot of these diseases.
It's funny, I instinctually joked that I'm like, it makes my cells happy. that was like just something that I would say after. It's just like, I don't know. It just makes my cells vibrate. It just makes me happy. And there's some truth behind that. It's actually doing that. I think I shared with you that a few weeks back, one of my younger sons was playing and he hit my finger and it made the whole inside all around the bone go like black and blue. I couldn't move it. It was, whether it was broken or fractured, I don't really know, but I put the red light on it in the evening. And then I did a second session, I think in the morning, and all the swelling went down. The bruising was gone. Within 2 days, it looked completely like a normal finger. I don't want to say it's miraculous because they want to be careful that people don't think that it can heal and cure all, but it's amazing of what the possibilities and capabilities of it is.
Exactly. The healing benefits are absolutely phenomenal. It's working on lowering inflammation, increasing blood flow, and just sort of catalyzing your body's natural healing process. It's giving your body the energy it needs to heal itself. And you brought up a good point. You don't want to sort of oversell light therapy to people. So we encourage everybody to try out one of our devices. And what we offer is you can try it out for 30 days for free. And if you don't like it, send it back. We pay for the shipping back. It's no risk, no questions asked. Try it for yourself. Try to use it. If you love it, like most of our customers do, you'll keep it. If you don't, send it on back, and that's okay. It's not for everybody, but we think a lot of people out there in the world today can benefit from light therapy.
I have yet to met one person that has used your device that even in 1 or 2, it doesn't even take like the 30 days that you guys are generous enough to offer. It's 1 or 2 treatments and they are already, where do I get that? Can I order that? I mean, you see, it just comes in because once you feel that and experience that for yourself, and it's at your house, with the pandemic and things closing down, and we really have to be mindful of, hey, do we have the workout equipment in our house? What do we have in our house? What kind of practice that we can have? Because we don't really know the changing world, what comes up. So this is just something that you can have. And the beautiful part of it, it takes 10 minutes.
Exactly. 10 minutes is all your body needs to get the full exposure to light. You could go to a health spa and get a red light therapy session for $100, and it's essentially the same strength of light therapy device. Or you could get one for yourself at your home and use it forever. Our devices are built to last a lifetime.
Can children use it and can elderly people use it?
With both children and elderly people, we just would say use caution and see how they respond to it. I would have children stand further away from the device. That's because children's skin is very soft and it's still maturing. So red light therapy could be a bit harsh on the skin of children and elderly people alike. I would have them stand further away, do very brief sessions. But we find children, like when mom or dad are using the device, they'll always wander over and sit in front of it and they'll really love it. So, children can benefit just as much as adults from getting that natural light that they need.
Yes, they're smart. They know what's good for them. That's for sure. So for adults, when someone purchases one of these devices and they're all in and they're like, I want to experience this, when they set it up, what is the distance that you would recommend they start with or start out from?
So anywhere from 1 to 2 feet away is ideal. If you're standing between 3 and 5 feet away, we just recommend doubling the treatment time. So that would be 20 minutes to 10 minutes so your body could absorb all of the light that it's needed. When you are standing further away from the device, there's actually a larger surface area being covered as well. So you could do a 20-minute full body session and get maximum benefit from 5 feet away.
And then you have the large body panels that a lot of my health colleagues are in love with. And sometimes they'll buy 2 panels. So either do the front and back of them at the same time. Is that necessary? Or they'll just hang them both together, do 10 minutes in the front, turn around and do 10 minutes in the back. Do you have an ideal or recommendation of that process?
Either of those 2 ways is phenomenal. The full body panels are a very experiential light therapy sort of experience that you're getting in your house. And with the bigger panels, you'll see how powerful these devices are, and you'll feel the effects immediately. The most important thing is just making it easy for yourself to use the device on an everyday basis, because with light therapy, consistency is key, and it takes using it 5 to 7 times a week to really get the full benefits that most people are looking for.
Perfect, Jake. Well, I am definitely a lover of this device, and I thank you so much just for bringing such a great quality product to the market and just having such a great company. I know I've told you this before, but just that you guys care and you care about people's well-being. And that's, I think, what makes you so different than a lot of different companies. It's not just about a product. It's about a mission behind it, just to bring wellness into people's lives. So thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. If people decide to purchase our red light therapy devices, they're welcomed into our community. You're more than welcome to ask any question you need. We want you to have a very comfortable and easy experience using the light therapy device. We're not going to try to sell you anything. We're not going to try to oversell you on the benefits. We just ask people to see for themselves, follow the best practices, and we're sure you're going to be hooked to using light therapy.
Well, you have been kind enough too to offer everyone listening today to enter the code Jackie in all caps, and I'll put it in the show notes, to receive a 10% off which device that you choose to purchase.
Amazing.
So before we go, I always ask, is there anything that you want to share or let people know?
Yeah, I would encourage everybody to do their own research when deciding on what sort of health device could benefit them. We have a huge database that you can find on our website, and feel free to ask us any questions that you need before making a purchase decision. We know it's a big investment for a lot of people, but this is an investment in your health and something that's going to really change the way you look and you feel and the energy you have to get through each and every day.
Thank you so much for the product. Thank you so much for being here today. Anyone listening, they have an experience for 30 days. You get to try this and just see what it can change in your own life. There's only so much people can tell you or share with you the power of something, but it's when you experience it for yourself that you can see, just because it's so unique to all of us. All of us have just different things. And one of the blessings of it that comes in is sometimes it helps something that you didn't even think that you were treating. So you can be thinking, hey, I'm going to treat my knee or my ankle or an old sport injury or bruising. And then all of a sudden your sleep's better, you're happier, you're more positive. So I just encourage anybody listening, Vital Red Light. I'm going to put it in the show notes. Thank you, Jake, so much for being here again.
Thanks for having me, Jackie. And thanks for educating all these great people on these very innovative health and wellness practices. I love the channel. I love what you guys are doing. So keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to the Extraordinary Living Podcast. For show notes for this episode and all past episodes, head over to JackieSenatori.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Until then, take care and be well.